Kyren goes to break.
Yes, I'm picking up from where Ken left off there. It's a lot tougher, Dennis, isn't it, to go on a run if you're adrift in the scoreline. If the scores are level, it's a sort of more competitive match, you feel.
Yeah, and when you know you've got someone like Ronnie O'Sullivan, you know, coming to the table after you, it puts a lot of pressure on every shot, because he's now starting to motor a little bit, is Ronnie. So Kyren's got to get some really good telling safety shots in to try and force an error. Sort of just dominating all aspects so far of the match, but if he could get to 5-3, he wouldn't be too unpleased, and this is a bit of a chance. Not easy with the positional side of it.
Yeah, bit of a ropey safety shot there from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Not sure if he can generate the angle to get through the gap. If not, he's got to trust to luck.
One.
Big shot coming up. He's been a bit fortunate to get a shot at it, but he's still got to get the black.
Well, you said he had to trust to luck, and that's not bad, but he still, as you say, it needs one good long black here, and it will be a terrific chance. Oh, has he missed it? Every shot he's missed into either corner, he's missing it to that side of the pocket. So he's not just delivering the cue through in a straight line at the moment. Very unlike Kyren, that. But he's given it everything. He's just trying so hard at the moment.
One.
Well, Ronnie O'Sullivan will know the significance of this. He's one of the, in the nicest possible sense of the word, one of the greatest bullies we've ever seen around a snooker table. He'll sense the moment.
It's far from an easy chance here. The Reds are not too badly situated, but the Blacks out of commission up the other end of the table. Pink tied up at present. Not the best cannon in the world there. He's trying to make something happen with the Reds and Pink. He thought he could have developed a few more and maybe brought the Pink into play.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
He was unlucky with the split on the Reds. This wasn't a certainty. So, Kyren, what can you do? It's asking a lot from this situation. Look, where's the next colour? He can cut the red in the middle pocket, but how can he guarantee getting back up the table? There's a few gaps.
1.
It was a very narrow gap he was looking for. There's so many reds blocking the path around the table there.
Yellow ball. Kyren Wilson 1.
The green and the brown are inviting.
He plays this shot with so much side swinging it around the angles. Watch the white. And look where it's finished up. Loads of side on the cue ball to create the angle to get round into that position.
Well, it wasn't the correct line, but he's got away with the snooker, I think. It's pretty hurtful from Kyren's perspective. He could have expected to have been seeing a red there. Now what? He knows the trouble he's in. Don't know if he can contain this.
Do you remember yesterday when Ronnie was in this sort of situation against Mark Selby? He just got down and hit the white as hard as he could. Did that a few times in that semi-final.
Okay. He's not absolutely sure whether he can play the two-cushion escape here, but he's just asked the referee to check the exact position should it be a miss.
Sullivan. Ronnie and Sullivan 4.
He had to err on that side.
Yeah, sure.
And he can't really put any side spin on this one, so he can't sort of widen the angle and make it the more comfortable path back off the top cushion. So he's got less of an area to catch of the red, if that makes any sense. Did to me.
Yep.
I think that's near enough. It's a tough shot. He's attempting, as Steve says, he can't get any side on it.
Well, I think he's completely mishit that. Surely he didn't play that. Couldn't have possibly, sure. Well, we'll never know.
Well, the first attempt looked like he was trying to hit two cushions and get down off the red. Second attempt, it looked as if he played that shot, and maybe he was unlucky to catch the red over the left side of the table.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't hit it hard enough to get back down the table, so I think just misjudged the shot. Wasn't in the heart of the pocket. That's why he's not on the pink as well as he'd like. He can cut the blue in and out of baulk. It's not that difficult. Don't think the yellow's in the way.
he knows the blue's going to give him a great chance if he can judge the pot and the position. He's not comfortable.
Well, we don't usually see Ronnie O'Sullivan so indecisive as this. Wow. Puts a bit more pressure on the shot when you make so many changes of mind.
He knew that was the correct shot. He knew that was the way to get the white back up to the reds.
6.
Can you believe it? That's terrible
Ronnie
cueing
O'Sullivan,
from Ronnie
6.
there. I mean, what a chance he had there. But he just never looked comfortable.
If it was another player, Dennis, we'd be saying he's seen the possibilities of 6-2 and panicked a bit.
One.
Well, Kyren, you didn't think you were going to get this chance. Can you grab hold of it here and somehow get to finish this session just 5-3 behind? That would be a good result.
Yeah, these are big moments for Kyren Wilson. You feel if he's got any chance of winning the World Championship,
7.
he's got to take this. Even as a statement of intent to get his confidence back.
8.
And it looks as if the blue ball is going to have to be his friend here because the pink's out of commission as well as the black. So nothing wrong with keep taking reds and blues.
$13. $14.
The blue's an easy ball to pot, but it's a tough ball to guarantee the perfect position every time. That was good.
$19.
Didn't really want to be playing this red so early.
$20. $25. $26.
Once again, he's showing us that he's not cueing very well, or that's the way he's thinking at the moment.
$31. Kyren Wilson, 31.
Amazing. Similar type red to the one that Ronnie missed. It's just the shot before he should have been much better on the two reds that were near the pink spot.
Yeah, at this level and at this stage of the tournament,
One.
you don't expect the top players to get out of position so quickly. He's been found out a bit positionally there. There would have been other ways to go about it. The two reds by the pink spot should have been perhaps cleared earlier. Well,
He can't believe what he's doing at the moment. I mean, it was a poor positional shot. He wanted to leave the blue into the middle pocket and played a very poor positional shot, but to miss that blue like that, what's happening here? They're definitely suffering from those two semi-finals that they've played. And be able to have a rest before this evening session. I'm sure the standard will get much better.
yeah. 29 other players that were in the event wondering what's happening.
Giving himself a bit of a telling off there. Now, how's your luck, Kyren? That little flip will do very nicely.
Eight.
And if that red's not available to the right of the pink, he can just cannon it from this shot. Nicely played.
9.
Going to need one of the difficult reds near the cushion there. We can get a nice angle
15.
on the pink to play the cannon onto them. But he decided to
16.
take it out with that shot. Always a bit tricky when you pot a red and try to develop a red. Now he hasn't got the perfect angle on the pink, whereas he would have had. A bit unlucky, I suppose, to get the double kiss there.
Yeah. Mind you, it was a big target.
Kyren
Two
Wilson,
reds together. If he
16.
pots the third last red, gets a good position on the pink, you'd have expected him to have been able to make the cannon. trying to screw the cue ball back to the top cushion.
He's not timing the ball at the moment, Ronnie. That was supposed to be over behind the pink and near the cushion. So I don't know what's happened just in the last half frame. He just seems to have lost all his rhythm. He'll sort it out before this evening, you would feel. And where's the red? Hit is tough for the parents there, Sonia and Rob. They'll have watched their son so many times, and they know he's under extreme pressure here.
Well, Kyren's got to hope that the colours come to his rescue, you feel, though nothing's certain at the moment. Perhaps the blue and the green could be problematic for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Eight. Nine.
Didn't really get that much action on the cue ball there, so he's a bit wider than he would have wanted. Not easy to get the right position on the yellow to then get on the green. Is it in? Yes. Has he got the angle? Yes, as well, to screw across the face
11.
of it.
He's got to get across anywhere in the circle. Has he got the angle to do that? It's not quite
13.
far enough. It's difficult now.
It's a risky snooker to put the green on the bulk cushion and send the cue ball across to the yellow pocket to get the snooker behind the blue. That's tough. Ideally, he'd like to be able to shift the blue out at the same time as playing the safety shot, but he can't really do that.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 13.
It's not the hardest snooker to get out of, but it's enough level of difficulty to make it worthwhile for Kyren to give this some consideration, which direction to go in, across the table or off the bulk cushion. Surely not up and down.
If he catches it correctly, he can put quite a bit of distance between cue ball and green here. He'll settle for that. Oh, what a clever shot. Depends what happens with the green. But look where the blue is now.
Well, couldn't have asked for a better line for the cue ball just across the face of the brown. Big shot for Kyren to try and get this in behind the blue. 4 cushions. He quit a bit on it. It's got some side spin, swerved the cue ball a bit early. Called it too thin.
Is there any angle with this green up into the corner? No. It'll be a safety shot.
Well, pushing that blue a little bit further into the table seems to raise the stakes on this green now, doesn't it? Asking a big question. Kyren needs to pot this. He doesn't want it flying around the table.
Where's the green going to finish? It's a chance. Needs to pull up a little bit, the white.
3.
The cannon just about okay.
Seven.
That was the best he could do without sending the cue ball up and down the table. Left-handed, such an asset. If you get it, of course. Big pressure on that left-handed, wasn't it?
Ronnie Sullivan, 7.
And look where the cue ball was. Nowhere near the position he wanted it because he hit it too thin. Plenty of tension and drama in this last frame of this session.
I think he got a bit of right-hand side on that as he was trying to flick it in with the side. A reprieve for Kyren. Desperate to win this 8th frame. He'd settle for 5-3. He really would. He's had an awful day out there. No attempt there. Decent safety shot. Concentrating on the object ball safety. Side-to-side safety is pretty inviting here. Pink and black as the snookering balls.
This man's nickname is the Warrior. He says he loves battles. He's having one here in this final frame of this session.
It's not the easiest safety shot to work out. You don't get many situations like this when you're playing in practice. Oh, well thought out. Great shot, getting that blue safe. Kyren trying to knock the blue off a side cushion behind pink and black. Keep the cue ball where it is.
played it well. He's played it very well indeed. Oh, he's played another little gem there. Has he got him snookered? He certainly has.
Two cushion escape to leave distance between the balls shouldn't be that difficult.
Well, it looked as if he was going to leave the blue there, but he hasn't. This is very, very difficult and not easy to play a good safety shot. But he's played one here again. Brilliant. He keeps getting this snooker. That's identical to the previous one by the looks of things. And Kyren keeps knocking it safe. It's more or less identical. Can he knock it safe again? Or is he just going to play it to nestle on it this time? Gone for the little roll onto it.
Currently advantage Ronnie O'Sullivan in the safety exchange, but he's got to keep the pressure on. Has he got the snooker? Maybe. Just. Don't know. I think it is, isn't it?
Well, even if he can see a little bit of the blue, it's going to be tough to get it safe. Such a shot if he could just snick this so thin and leave it near that baulk cushion. It would be some shot, you know, if he can do that.
Foul. And a miss.
Ronnie Where's the fight going to finish? What sort of angle is Ronnie going to have on the blue? Kyren anxiously looking to see where it stopped. And the angle's there to pot the blue and get up for the pink into the left corner. It's not an easy shot.
He's got to belt this. Oh, he made a good angle. Too much.
5.
Or maybe not enough. One of the two.
He couldn't get up the other side, which was much better. He needs both the pink and the black.
Is he playing the cut in the middle? Surely not. He wants to keep the pressure on Kyren Wilson, make him make the mistake. He doesn't want to be the one that throws a frame away. The difference between 6-2 and 5-3 is massive.
previous shot, though, I thought he could come up the other side of the pink and it would have taken the possibility of snookering himself out of the equation.
Ronnie and Sullivan, 5.
Very clever. Excellent safety shot. Very good indeed.
Yeah, and a big difference between that pink going nearly tight than having a bit of distance away from the cushion. Makes that safety shot a lot harder. Bit lucky from Ronnie. Didn't play the double kiss. And Kyren only needs the pink. Will he be tempted? No. He knows the significance as well. He didn't want to let that pink run around the table should he have missed it.
By far the longest frame of the match. Not far off 38 minutes. You don't see many long frames involving Ronnie.
Dennis, it feels like the most important frame of the session, doesn't it?
This is a chance, and it's a very difficult chance. If ever Kyren wanted that terrific cue action of his to come into play, it's right here now. This is a huge shot. If he can knock this in and only be 2 behind, it'll be some performance. But what a shot this is. Well, the U's and the R's of the Crucible crowd are back.
That was tough.
That was really tough.
So 2 out of 3 out of 10. Maybe. It wasn't 50-50. So, Ronnie having a problem with the positional side of this. The pink should be easy, but he's still taking his time over it. Getting up, looking at the angle. Is he worried about the middle pocket? Surely not.
Well, he doesn't look comfortable, does he? He's played it perfectly.
6.
That was a huge shot from Kyren Wilson. That difficult pink. And Ronnie O'Sullivan, far from his brilliant best. He will be more than delighted. Both players maybe suffering a little bit from both semi-finals, but, well, Ronnie, he'll be over the moon to take the session. He's won it by 6 frames to 2.